Hey guys, it's TJ and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 story video. Today I'm going to be telling a story of this kid who threatened to kill me and then kill any of the witnesses that saw him kill me, okay? And I kid you not, this is a 100% real story. So yeah, here we go. So it was a normal day. Me and my fellow classmates had just gotten back from lunch. We were waiting outside of the science classroom, which just so happens to be by a flight of stairs, okay? So, yeah, we were outside of the science classroom next to a flight of stairs right after lunch. We were all talking, laughing, having a great time, waiting for our science teacher to get back so we could start class. So, you know, the door was locked, so we couldn't walk in, so we were just chilling outside, talking. And there's this kid, okay, and he's not the most popular of kids. He was kind of in this group of social rejects that I've talked about multiple times in my video. But yeah, he was an interesting kid. He was like shorter and was very like wide built, not like fat, nothing like that. It was just like he was short but like stout and wide. I don't know, but not like fat. I don't know, it was just weird. And he had red head. His voice was really weird. It sounded like he had been smoking since he was born. Like, he sounded like a 70-year-old smoker who had been smoking since they were born. But for some reason, he never had, because this, you know, we were just kids. But yeah, so he I don't know, I can't even imitate it. It was like high pitched but really scratchy. It was really weird. Like, it sounded like a really high-pitched kid who had been smoking since he was born, and like his, I don't know, it was all scratchy and stuff. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it. But anyway, that's not important. We'll just name him Bruno. Okay, so his name was not actually Bruno. We're just calling him Bruno for the sake of the story. So, yeah, Bruno was always kind of a strange kid. Me and him, for like a couple of weeks before this whole event happened, he really did not like me. He kept saying stuff to me like, okay, so this was a year ago, and I have a terrible memory, so I can't recall like specific details, but yeah, he had always like said stuff to me that I was like, why did you even say that? Like, it was just like a jerk thing. You know, I was like, dude, I wasn't even talking to you, and then you come out of nowhere and say like some jerk thing. Like, it doesn't make sense. My locker and his locker were like right next to each other, so it was in a corner, right? So like all the lockers were in a triangle shape, like, you know, because it was in a corner. So his was like just to the left of mine, and it was like he would always just say random stuff that was mean, and I was like, dude, like, if I'm not even having a conversation with you and you randomly are like, you suck, type of thing, it's like, really, like, what was that necessary? Just continue your life without talking to me. I'd be happy. Like, there's no need to talk to me ever. But anyway, yeah, I would retaliate. I wouldn't say anything super jerky, I don't think. I think I would just kind of, I don't know. He just did not like me much for whatever reason. And I guess that's kind of what led up to this. But I was standing next to the stairs. He did what he usually does and just came up to me, said some rude thing. I'm not sure what it was. It was probably like, your hair looks like a freaking avocado. And your face looks like a rhinoceros had a baby with a freaking chimpanzee. Probably something like that. Probably something like, I bet your mom can't even read. And I'm like, okay, man, whatever works. And I said something back, you know, obviously I wasn't like, okay, man, nothing calm like that. I just responded like like, why are you talking to me? Like, just don't talk to me if you're gonna say something rude. Like, I'd be happy if you never talk to me again. And as this conversation is going down, I'm, you know, facing him, he's facing me, but my back is towards the stairs. The stairs are a solid 1 foot away from me, so yeah. So after this conversation went down, he pushes me, okay? He pushes me. I almost fall down the stairs. Like, I'm falling down the stairs, I grab the railing. So I like start stumbling down a couple of stairs, and I grab the railing. And if that railing wasn't there or my hand slipped, I would have fallen all the way down the stairs. And the stairs are a good 15 feet. Like, it goes up and up and up 15 feet, okay? So I would have been seriously injured, falling backwards down 15 feet of stairs. I would have been pretty injured. So then I was like, yo, dude, don't push people down the stairs. Like, I could have gotten hurt or died. And he was like, I don't care, good. And I was like, wow, but then you'd get in a ton of trouble. And he's like, I'd kill anyone who saw it. And I was like, whoa. And he's like, with my dad's gun. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, I would. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, I would, I really would. My dad really does have a gun, I would. And I was like, okay, dude, I believe you, I bet you would. And so then he like kept saying he would kill any of the witnesses after he killed me. And he was like, dead serious, like, I would. It wasn't like a joke, like, I'd kill anybody who saw it or anything like that. He's like, I'd kill anybody who saw it with my dad's handgun. And I was like, all right, man. And then he just said, I would. Like, he was like, he was serious. He was trying to convince me that he really legit would push me down the stairs and kill anyone who saw it. And this kid had always been, like, kind of a strange kid, but nothing like that. Like, nothing serious like that. And as he was telling me that he would do it, he put his hand in that handgun kind of shape, you know, where your thumb's up and your finger and your pointer finger is sticking out type of thing, and it's like a gun. Yeah, he had his hand like that, and he was like shaking it around and waving it around as he said, I would. And it's like, what? Like, so after that happened, me and my group of friends all just started like looking at each other like, what the heck just happened? This kid just threatened to kill us with guns and throw me down the stairs. And we were like talking about how like weird that was and creepy and bad. Yeah, and then one of my friends was like, I'm gonna tell the office. He was like, okay. So, and he's not really a bully or anything. Like, it was just me that he seemed not to like. It's not like he was a bully who bullied everyone. It was just, it happened to be me. But yeah, it's not like he went around saying this stuff to everyone. He wasn't some tough guy, nothing like that. It was just, you know, he just didn't like me much. So anyway, yeah, so he just did not like me much. So then and then we went down and told the office. You know, me, and my two friends, like, walked down and told them, and, yeah, it wasn't, like, meant to be anything serious. We kind of, like, I don't know, I guess we just kind of wanted to scare him or something so he would stop messing with us. But the office actually took it very, very seriously. I got home. They called my mom. They called my mom. Were explaining the situation about how this kid threatened to kill me, stuff like that. They talked to him. They talked to Bruno about it. They talked to him. He had to go to like a therapist, and he wasn't allowed to walk around the school in the mornings or in between periods. He had to sit in the office and stuff until all the other students had cleared out, and then he could go and get his stuff. He had to have someone like escort him around, and this went on for like 6 months, I'd say. Like like I hardly ever saw him because he was always, you know, isolated and stuff like that. I didn't have any class periods with him, but even though our lockers were right next to each other, because in between periods, I never saw him because he had to stay in the office where they could watch him and stuff. And yeah, they called my mom and were explaining how it's nothing personal. You know, I was just near there and he was like venting or something like that. I don't know, that's what they said. And yeah, so I never saw him that often. Like, and yeah, this year he left the school. He's not here this year, but he was there last year. For his last year, he just had a ton of restrictions. Someone was following him around constantly. It was intense. But yeah, nothing really like actually happened, you know, other than him trying to push me down the stairs. But I feel kind of bad because I was like, every time he applies for college or something, if they do any research at all, they'll see threatened to shoot down an entire school, threatened to kill multiple students with a handgun. Like, that's gonna be public records and stuff. So I don't know, but yeah, I know he went to like therapy. People talked to him. He had a lot of restrictions. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Back from the dead.